Tribe, and welcome to the donut shop at the beginning of the world. I am your host, Dr. Mark Merriweather of Waterbergen, broadcasting live from the backyard here in Raven Scar on the north side of Houston. All right, wow. Friday. It seems like we just had the Monday show, and suddenly it's Friday show. And a lovely Friday. There's a nice cool breeze blowing through here. Hey, good morning, Christina. It feels nice out. It's supposed to be really good tomorrow. I'm excited about that. Hey, Julie. Hey, Donald. Like I said, tomorrow I'm shooting some video thing, a video foraging tour for a local nature preserve. Hey, good morning, Yvonne. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Kimberlyn. Good morning, Dana. The tribe gathers. The coffee gathers. I love my coffee. I need a taller table out here, though. Good morning, Cleo. Hey, Dina. Happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday, happy Friday. That's my Happy Friday song. Just made it up right here, as if that wasn't obvious. Hey, good morning, Terry. And Terry sends a good morning to the tribe. Cool. Yeah. Woo, can we get in? Oh. So it's a wild sunflower tribe. Will this work? Woo! Run, we go. Wild sunflower. Oh, it's a little tattered there. But we got more. But yeah, the sunflowers in general are my favorite flower ever. If you ever get a chance to look at the center of a sunflower, you'll see multiple spiral arms coming out, and you can just get lost in it looking at it, because like there's an entire galaxy in the heart of a sunflower, and it makes sense, being a sunflower, that it would be filled with stars. Oh my god, it's filled with stars. Extra coffee for those who recognize that quote. Okay. Here's the question. So, would you consider doing a Merriweather's World on tinctures? Yeah, that's a pretty good idea. I was thinking I actually have already, but apparently I haven't. 77 episodes already. But yeah, a tinctures one, that could be good. That would be really easy to do for me. And there are different tricks to different materials and so forth. Okay. Quick shout out to Tina. Hey, quick pop in, say love you, tribe. Got to run to Houston for doctors and girls. Have an awesome weekend, everyone. Be kind and open-minded. Yep. Whoop. Sorry, just a minute. Fibianchi. I can't. Yeah, I know you've spelled it wrong. I can't say it, so we're a match. Fibonacci spiral. Yep. Where each is twice the size of the previous. So I've seen that. Is it true sunflowers turn towards each other on a cloudy day? Yeah, I've seen it. So, they are looking for a particular wavelength of light. So let's talk. So you have cells in the stalks. And what happens is as sunlight hits them, they sort of contract, and the cells that aren't getting hit by sunlight kind of expand. And so it turns the head that way. Am I getting the physics right? But one side, the cells kind of shrink some, but it kind of turns the head towards. So during the day, the different cells will be shortening and elongating to track the sun. But if the sun isn't present, then they're looking. It's not the energy of the sunlight beating down on those cells that's doing it. It's more a chemical reaction from the cell itself. Think of the stalk of the sunflower as a giant eyeball. And so it is sensing the light and changing the cellular structure of the plant so as to follow that light. So then when it's not around, let me get let's see if we can look here. Like, these two are checking each other. It's like, I love you, bro. I love you too, bro. It's good. So, yeah, long story short, yep. Hey, good morning, Dad. So, beautiful morning there. The rain stopped. Hey, Mom. Love you. You sounded very strong last night when you talked on the phone. So, it was good to hear your voice, Mom, like that. Ooh, Dina, have you seen the Smart Flower solar panels? Are those the ones that basically have the petals that open around? I know over the decades there have been different solar panels that supposedly mimic the action of flowers, so I'm not sure what that one is, but I'll have to check it out. So I'm a huge fan of solar panels. Hey, Chris, good morning. I should say I'm a huge fan of solar powers for emergency low energy needs. For big, huge amounts of energy, they're not so good. Dad, the leaves are changing fast, very beautiful. Is the maple tree out in the yard turning colors yet? If so, send it to me, will you? I want to see what it's looking like. That's an awesome tree. Are you? See, you have to get the pheasant hunt this weekend, don't you? Man, I miss that. Oh, cool, Chris. You loved the pine tree episode last night. Yeah, I was having fun. It was funny. So, I've been working myself to the bone. And last night I was thinking, man, I'm just going to fall asleep during this one. I am just exhausted, and the theme music came on, and it's like suddenly the surge of it. It's like, all right, let's stop, and just whoa! And then afterwards, I went over next door, talked to my neighbor for like an hour and a half about life in the universe and everything. New couple, new man, just married, all this sort of thing. So great guy. Great. I love my neighbors. I really, really love my neighbors. Up and down, around, all in the cul-de-sac, all that. So anyway, but yeah, I was thinking I was just, like barely going to make it through, and pine trees are cool. Pine trees are really cool. And I could tell that the group was interested and so forth. So we get that feedback thing going on. Oh yeah, it's fun. So, and yeah, a lot of yep. Insert the music here. I need to find like Eddie Van Halen to do a copy of it, or maybe Bill and Ted. Yeah, Deanna. If your folks live there in St. Michael, my folks live on Main Street in St. Michael, about 2 blocks down from the corner bar that just recently, after 100 and some years, got torn down. So, yep. Oh, Pam. Good morning, Pam. Are you new here? Welcome to the Donut Shop. So my part of Texas has 3 seasons: Hades, almost Hades, and kind of cool trees do green or bare. So that really doesn't narrow Texas down much. I guess the trees, there are parts of Texas that don't have a lot of trees. Hey, Laura, I know you were, and I appreciate it so much. Laura is saying we were sending you our energy, and that's why I do this every morning, because I'm like this energy vampire. I need a little bit from you, 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 blah, 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 blah. And then away we go. Okay. I read that Deborah was saying, I read the belief that sunflowers turn towards each other for energy was completely untrue. Okay, they're not turning towards each other for energy. They are responding to the frequency of light reflecting off the petals. It triggers the phototropism effect. So it's more like they can't control it, but they're not getting any energy or anything like that. So there may be just kind of a syntax discussion there. But looking at the sunflowers, I've noticed that they will turn towards each other. So the wild sunflowers are all over. Just take a look at them, especially early in the morning. So it's not to get energy. It's just that the cells are responding to the light reflected from the petals the same way they respond to sunlight. Oops. Hey, good morning, Melanie. Hey, good morning, Jackie. Good morning, Alicia. Hey, Jonathan. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Jonathan, I started that 1491 book that you had suggested. It's a great read. I'm not even close to finishing it. I would love to time travel back just to forage their forest and jungle. Yes, wouldn't that be amazing? The continent was so different back then, for a large reason because they burned everything in sight. But it really altered the landscape in beneficial ways, and they were doing that, the records put us here 15,000 years ago. Even if they only started doing it like 10,000 years ago, that's 10,000 years of altering the ecosystem. And kind of a symbiotic thing affected or changed. Oops, that didn't sound right. But, okay, let's see, Jackie. Ha! You and me both, lady. I wish I had the energy of those mockingbirds chasing each other around the yard this morning. So in your yard, not mine. I haven't seen Chirpy. I haven't heard him yet. I'm sure he'll be here. Hey, good morning, Gary. Okay, this is interesting. Deanna, I found a plethora of frost grapes yesterday. By the way, about 1/5 had 2 seeds rather than 1. Weird. I need to go explore. Maybe this weekend I can dig up some frost grapes. All right. Hey, okay, so Dad, sugar maples are bright red and yellow. Maple tree in front is a light changer. Okay. Keep me posted. Send me pictures, please. Good morning, Holly. Hey, good morning, Surrender. Hey, Deborah. Okay. Like I said, think of the stalk of the sunflower as an eyeball responding to different frequencies of light and altering the growth pattern to turn towards the highest concentration of that frequency. It's a group feeding, Laura says. We feed off your energy too. Pretty cool. And see, that's kind of the neat thing. When you have the type of person that needs energy from you, but the way they extract it doesn't drag you down. But it's almost like there's different types of energies that people seek out, and like there's the people that you don't want to be around because they're just going to drain you of energy with their misery and all this stuff. And it's sad that humans are like that, but I mean that's what happens. And so I don't ever want to be that whiny, complainy Eeyore type person. And just let's go together. We are in this together. Anyway, I think you know what I'm trying to say. That thank you, thank you. Now, that's a good question, Jennifer. Was the burning limited to the Americas? Yes. For some reason, the Western civilization, there doesn't seem to be that same record, or the African or the Asian, of the constant burning and burning and burning. I have a theory on that. I reached down to get my coffee. So all those other parts of the world, they found iron and, they found iron, copper, that sort of thing, and were able to advance technology-wise, and then more quickly then were able to develop agriculture and all that sort of thing. Whereas in the Americas, they didn't have many ready sources of hard, durable metal. They had silver, they had gold, they had some copper, and they were able to do some things with it. But in the end, the limitation of the tools meant they had to take a different path to alter their environment. They couldn't do a chopping, so they had to do a burning. Does that make sense? To create, to change the ecosystem in a way that was beneficial for them, they found just burning it, every 8 months worked really well. So when you don't have metal, you find other ways of doing things. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Jeff. Good morning. Oh, heck yeah. So Denver made 20 jars of Chickasaw plum jam last night. He'd like to send you some. Yes, I will get you an address because I would love some Chickasaw plum jam. Oh man. Oh, ooh, on toast. I am drooling now, and there's a mosquito biting me, and even the mosquito looks happy. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yep. Okay, yep. Energy vampires. Interesting, Kate. I just noticed there's one snake on your calculus, your medicinal stick there, as opposed to two. That means something, doesn't it? When there's, oh, you know what? Ooh, that's a good question, Jonathan. Did the native Australians burn as well? There is a hidden Australian genome found in the native South African tribes. You know what? Yeah, set my coffee down. That you might be right in the burning thing. You're probably right in the genome thing, because I think a lot of the settlers that ended up in Australia were also some of the Peloponnesian, sailors that sailed all over the Pacific and eventually found different places. I'm just racking my brain through decades of National Geographic and ethnobotanical, and I think the Australians did some burning, but not quite as much. So there is that. Texas is only 62,000 COVID cases away from overtaking California for a state with the most COVID cases. 62,000 cases. That's a lot of cases. How are we, compared to, well, it's interesting when you look at the COVID deaths, how New York and New Jersey are still responsible for 40% nationwide. But hey, different governors, they decided to kill all their old people. That New York and New Jersey. All right, what else do we got going on? It's like I'm looking around. Friday, like I said, tomorrow. Oh, so I need to figure out where it's like named. It's like Bob Willis Nature Preserve or something like that. Out in kind of the northwestern side of Houston. I'll be there. Shooting a foraging video about the edible plants at the nature preserve, and then once I have more information as to where and when it will be available, definitely I'll post that. So it's sounding like it's going to be pretty cool. They're going to have like a real videographer and stuff out there, and I'll be talking about plants, and there'll be a ranger asking me questions about or not a park ranger. I don't know. We'll call it a park ranger. I guess, I don't know. Nature preserves, are they park rangers? Maybe they are. So we'll see. It's interesting. Going back to the COVID thing, but at the same time, like they've shut down a lot of the emergency COVID hospital, systems and all that because they're empty. So. Yep. Population density, not washing the subways, the public transportation, packed in like sardines, but then also, they when someone was found sick with COVID, they were isolated amongst senior citizens at senior citizen centers, which then caused a huge spread amongst the most sensitive and easily, killed by COVID. It was some really bad decisions there. Good morning, Roxana, if I didn't say good morning already. Like I said, I get the herbs, Ricardo Shilly-Shelly's Battle Mage tea mixed in with my coffee. I mean, you can't really see it, but if I tilted, I'd pour coffee on my computer, and that would be bad. But yeah, there's definitely something to be said about population density and life. And they're saying the whole COVID thing may just be killing cities in general as everyone's leaving. Especially, there was a really great article by James Alter that said, now that we have such powerful bandwidth with our computers, it's now possible to work 80% of the jobs from anywhere in the world, and so people don't have to gather where they can, commute in every day and sit in boxes and talk to each other. They can just do things by the computer. And so, like, cities, big technology cities like New York, big financial, where people generally would sit in big buildings and do stuff together, have found that they don't have to sit in big buildings and do stuff together. So it's really having a complete change on the city in general. Oh, okay, here, Terry. Okay, so the catechus and the rod of Asclepius are two different symbols that are often confused. Yep, I'm confused by them. So I'll have to look up the two. I mean, the Gedulus has the two snakes, and I guess the rod of Asclepius has one snake. Are they both at least medical related, or are they even different there? All right. Hey, Bonnie, good morning. Oh, I hear birds. Good morning, birds. Ah. Oh, it's chilly up. Whoop. Yep. Okay, yeah, people need to practice distance. Yeah, yep. It's amazing. Well, the whole, who practices social distancing and who doesn't. All right, Built on the Rock just came in from inside carrying for the critters. It's chilly outside. Yeah, you said earlier it was like 64 degrees there. That's that's what it's supposed to be here in Houston. It's supposed to get down in the 60s tonight and just in the 80s tomorrow. Let's see, where is the... Yeah, okay, so Laura, a lot of people are testing positive, have no symptoms. Makes me question the testing. Yeah, they've shown that the tests are really inaccurate. Tina isn't here, but Tina Marie, was it 2 weeks ago? She was tested positive for COVID, and they put her in all the isolation and all this stuff. And then future testing turned out, nope, there was a false positive. She was just, sick. So, yeah. Nick, I'm hopeful that this is a positive thing to come from COVID. I think a lot of companies are going to be slow to adapt to change and not allow employees to work from home as much as they should. I don't know. Well, we're really curious because it saves the companies money because buildings are expensive. Overhead of buildings is expensive. The morale. I think the main thing that will drive people back into the way we used to be was the fact that people are social tribal beasts. And so they'll be working at home for a while, but at the same time, they're going, I need to get out of here. I need to, sit down face to face with my coworkers or someone. So, a lot of this stuff can be done from home, and people like not having to make the drive in. They like not having to put the tie on. Sometimes they put the tie on. But in the end, especially if the employers don't see a drop in productivity or maybe even see a slight increase, I don't know. This is one of those data points. And a lot of it depends on the individual person, and each person is different. But long story short, I think, not every company obviously is going to switch to totally, distributed workers, but I think a big enough percentage of them will, that it will have some really big impacts on cities and landlords and rental properties and all that sort of thing. Okay. So I guess the 2-snake one is probably for the doctors and the 1-snake one is for the paramedics. Don't the military... I'm having flashback. Like some of the military medical personnel have the 1-snake too, maybe. I don't know. Ooh, Christina, there's an owl scoping out my chickens. Ooh, that would be bad. Okay. Oops, where was that? Built on the Rock. Okay, so not true. Satellite internet sucks. People who have to work from home online are having a tough time. Many simply can't. Yeah, well, it depends on bandwidth and where you are, and does your town have the fiber optic? Like all of us here along our neighborhood, we now have the fiber optic. I have the upload and download speeds of over 400 megabytes per second. Yeah, if you're out in the boonies, there's a problem there, but a lot of non-boonyish places, the bandwidth is there. Oh yeah, I saw that. Something formed in the Gulf like last night or so. I need to check that. Is it coming our way? I don't want it to come our way. It's what, Tropical Storm Winfred or Wilfred or something like that? Oh, here we go. Okay, Jonathan. The Yinaldushi is a Navajo boogeyman known as the Skinwalkers. They are shape-shifting witches that poison victims to steal their faces. Reminds me of our vampires, but what is with these different populations having stories of monsters in the graveyard? Yeah, okay, we're going to go slightly sideways now to mythology and, basically The Walking Dead. I know, like up north, the Ojibwe and the Sioux up there, it is the Wendigo, which is basically the spirit of some undead person that had resorted to cannibalism in life, and now after death comes back as a horrific monster that rips people apart and eats them. All over we got the the Walking Dead, the undead coming back to torture and terrorize the humans. I'm guessing it's almost an instinctual. There's this. So if you've heard of, was it the Valley of Uncanniness? So humans are okay with something that's roughly humanoid and very, very distorted. It's like, yeah, okay, that's fine, that's cute. But as it gets closer to looking like a human, there's a point where it's almost human but not quite, and that creeps us the hell out. And then you get to the point where it's purely human. So look up Valley of Uncanniness. It's like how we're attracted. If the real good example of this was the animated movie a number of years ago, The Polar Express. And so they felt the people in that, they weren't human enough looking, but they weren't non-human enough looking. They were right in that valley of uncanniness that just creeps people out and it freaks people out. And so, I mean, this is cultures all around the world. It's not a learned thing. It Aborigine, Inuit, Westerner, anything like that, they all respond the same. And so the question is, what was out there that made humans so fearful of almost human type things? But it gets better. Dogs. Dogs respond the same way to that valley of uncanniness. When you have something that looks really cute and not human but just humanoid shape, yeah, they're fine. But as you get closer and closer to human but not quite human, it starts to freak dogs out too. And so the question is, what is there that left such an impact on the human race that we just freak out when we see something that's almost human but not, and it had such an impact that even the dogs respond that way? Something to think about. What is out there in the dark? What's the saying? People aren't afraid of being alone in the dark. They're afraid of not being alone in the dark. Let's see. Wow, lots of. Oh, cool. All right. Jackie just applied for a bookkeeping job from home for $25 an hour with the Native Plant Society of Texas. That would be awesome. Fingers crossed, working from home would be awesome. Working from home would be awesome. Working from home for the Native Plant Society would be awesome. So good vibes to Jackie. Okay, there's lots of. I'm sorry, I can't keep up with everyone's comments here. Yeah, too many false positives and too many false negatives. And that's the thing. The symptoms of COVID are, they're basically the symptoms of a lot, everything from allergies to cold and flu. There's some subtle changes. But yeah, the tests really don't work yet, but hey, that vaccine. Huh. Okay. The Caduceus is a symbol for logistics, according to Wiki. That's interesting. Yep. Elon Musk is the process of launching thousands of satellites for global high-speed internet access. That's going to be interesting. I know a lot of astronomers and star watchers and astrophotographers are kind of upset about that because those things are screwing up the night sky. So, I don't know. Wow, okay. Nicole, they had me cough into a jar for the test. I couldn't produce any phlegms, so she asked me to breathe deeply into the jar. Okay. Oh, Chad. So the Winfred tropical storm, it's already hitting Victoria. I need to get up a map here. And just, or a weather map. Bring that up. Now, what time is it anyway? It feels like it's getting... Okay, yeah, it is 7:50. It is time for the group take. Yay! Bonding through, taking care of ourselves. Oh, nice. I don't know why I always start with the liver pill, but the liver pill. Cleanse, support, detoxify, protect. I feel like we should have like a little secret decoder ring and it says, take your liver pill. But, yep. 4 of the liver pill. Yeah. I guess trying to swallow all 4 at once was a bit much. Whoop. Cat-like reflexes. The immune pill. Support, maintain, prepare, fight. Important these days. And this is 3. Empty. I only had 1. Okay. Need to go buy another bottle. All right. And then my favorite, the brain pill. Memory, focus, mental clarity, attention. I love this one. Stop. And this is a 3 or 2. Whoops. Back in there. Back in there. Okay. Ooh, I like the smell of this one. Sage. Okay, Chad. So Winfred is moving east, then west towards the Texas coast. Wow, so it's zigzagging. So that bothers me. I actually often worry more about tropical storms than I do the hurricanes because, well, I guess up until Harvey. Harvey just kicked, Houston's ass. But before that, it was always the tropical storms that seemed to cause the flooding issues. Oh, good news. Okay, so Laura, when will Amazon allow us to put these pills on auto order? So as of yesterday at 4 o'clock, we finally got the brand registry with Amazon, which opens a whole bunch more powers, including the ability to set up a subscribe and save sort of thing. So you will soon, we're still working out how to get we have to do all the coding and stuff. But hopefully as soon as next week, that will finally be a thing. You just every 30 days, it sends out a new bottle or bottles. But very, very, very soon. So that was one of our big wins this week, is getting the Amazon brand registry. And so now we can build like an Amazon store and all this stuff. So pretty excited about that. Yep. Tropical Storm Allison. That was astounding. Yeah, Jackie, I can only imagine that every storm, because, your house got destroyed twice. I've seen it flooded twice. I can't imagine what that would be like. Coffee. Yeah, so one of the things I'll be working on today for medicine, starting to get all that set up, the subscribe and save and so forth. I know they're still giving us grief over reviews. For some reason, they think too many people are reviewing our products, and it's, they don't normally see that with a new product, and it's like, well, they don't have me. So anyway, we'll figure that out. Nick, how much will we save subscribing? Buy two, get third one free. That might be a little optimistic there, Nick, but yeah, we'll definitely make it worthwhile. Okay, Johnny, thank you. So we've opened up a ticket, a problem ticket with Amazon saying, hey, what's going on here? We get pictures, people sending me pictures. We sent all that to Amazon and all this sort of thing. And sometime in the next 9 months or so, we will hear back with what's going on. Oh, we'll see. But yeah, it's really frustrating because, like I said, we pay extra to Amazon to, put the bubble wrap around the bottle, and then put the bottle in the small box with more air or paper or something to hold it still. But they've been sending it out like in envelopes. It's like, that's not going to work. Okay, so Jennifer, I could beat my grandson at Mario Kart when I took all 3 brain pills. No burning crashes. Got to put that in a review. Yeah, so that's actually illegal. Well, not illegal. Amazon says you can't do that. They are very... Oh, hello, squirrel. Squirrel. You can't talk about your other products. You can't give any incentives to do reviews or anything like that. You can ask for a review once in one communication with the customer through the Amazon system. But other than that, yeah, reviews for a $10 Amazon. No, that's you can report that to Amazon and get the company in trouble. All right, Chad, yours came in bubble wrap in an envelope. I guess at least it made it. Where'd the squirrel go? Squirrel! Okay. All right, 7:56. A few more minutes here, hanging out with the tribe, scratching my ear. What else is going on? Any big plans for the weekend? Hunkering down, buying hurricane supplies. Ooh, awesome, Jennifer. Also with the brain pill, I'm writing a chapter a day of the next great American novel like everyone else. No, yours will be completely different from everyone else's. Hey, here's a plan. Make fake customers, send them a packet of seeds instead of pills, and fill out reviews for products in their name. Nah, that's too much work. I'd rather actually try and do good in the world. Of course, now I'm thinking, what seeds would I send? And then that's like, nah, don't go there. Probably Turk's cap. Anyway. Ooh, okay, so a lot of people are getting it bubble wrapped in an envelope. Jason, good morning, Jason. You got it bubble wrapped in a cushioned envelope, so that's good. I've had people that got it in just like a big yellow manila envelope sort of thing. So it's driving us nuts. Oh man, Melanie, I'm so jealous. I want to play D&D so badly, but I just don't have time. Oh wow, already? So yeah, I guess it is the Texas Renaissance Festival. It's going to be starting up here soon, isn't it? Yeah. Haven't figured out yet what day we're going. We got to figure out family schedules and stuff like that. Usually we go on a Sunday. But definitely, yeah, let me know where you'll be working so I can swing by and say hi and hang out. Oh, wow. So, Nicole, this weekend is my first time doing citizen forestry or forester work for Fort Worth since the lockdown. I'm thrilled to be outside again and help. And see, that's the one thing, the whole lockdown, stay inside, that's the part that really irritated me, because you stay inside, you're not getting all the benefits of being outside in nature. The virus is dispersed. they're showing, I mean, all the protests have shown that it's not being transferred outside apparently. And, you're missing out on the vitamin D and everything. And, keep people apart from one another, but get outside. Oh, Alicia. Yep. Barbecue. Ooh, barbecuing. I need to clean out the freezer some because I might have a third of a cow coming my way here. Time to roast some more pork. I want to do... Ooh, I need to pull that out. Oop, 7:59. Yeah. Oh, wait. Is today Talk Like a Pirate Day or is tomorrow Talk Like a Pirate Day? I was thinking tomorrow. Ooh. Could be interesting at work. Hey, Sherry. You're here. That's the main thing. You haven't seen, Melanie, that they're actually limiting the number of patrons, so you have to buy your tickets in advance before going there, and they're only selling so many tickets per day to keep people well dispersed, and then the masks are mandatory. So we'll see. All right, it is 8 o'clock. Sorry if I didn't respond to everyone. Oh, okay. So if you're at the Renaissance Festival, go to booth 16, 11-ish to 4-ish. And a free COVID testing at the gate too. Very interesting. Do you know if it is a swab or a spit or what? Don't know. Hey, good morning, Henry. Okay, tomorrow is Talk Like a Pirate Day. Anyway, got it. Chirpy is saying hi. Wow. Interesting sky. I don't know if we can see this. I suck at being on time. Okay. Anyway, time to get to work. Time for you all to do stuff. I will see you Monday. Those of you who are wondering why I haven't posted on Instagram and Facebook, it's because I've been so damn busy. So I haven't had time to get posts and plants and stuff together. But hopefully this weekend I'll be able to do that. Anyway, much love, much energy, much prayers, much vibrations, whatever we can do for you, we're doing it. So until Monday, tribe, hang in there. Have a great time. Keep watching the skies. All right.